Hi dear students, welcome to social science class. So in the previous video we had seen about what is the reason for the foundation of United Nations. In the last class I told you some examples. So what are those examples? See, if brother and sister fighting in the home, there is a parents to listen to their problems and to give solution to their problems and to give whatever they wanted or why they are fighting. Is it right? So if the two families are fighting, there is a elder people in the family. There is a elder people in the same caste or in the same village. They will look after. So like if there is any two houses fighting, means two house peoples are fighting. So there is a grama panchayati to listen to their problem, to solve their problems. Is it right? So like that. So if any two states are fighting, so there is a High Court, there is a Supreme Court, I told. So in India, if there is any two states are fighting, there is a Supreme Court, that is like a sky. So after the sky, we don't know what is there. So that is the limit for us. So like Supreme Court is the limit for the nation. That is the high, like a sky. So we cannot go above that. So whatever you are going up to sky only. That means up to the Supreme Court. So like that there is in country. So like that if there is any fight between two countries, who have to look after? So then only the idea came, that is United Nations. I told. So in the First World War, what happened, and in the Second World War, what happened. So to stop that kinds of war, so at the level of the world, so the leaders are the main members, are the prime ministers and presidents of some country. They came together and they discussed why can't we or why don't we set up an organization which controls all the countries in the world. So that is the idea of United Nations. In the United Nations, so we have three main dates. Three main dates means three main incidents how that United Nations has taken birth to function or to avoid the world wars, to keep the world people in a peace or in a understanding manner. So that is the concept today. What is that? Birth of United Nations. How the United Nations took birth. So I have written three dates. First one is 1st January 1942. 26 countries. 26 countries means this 26 countries sent representatives. So nowadays, because of Corona, you can't come to the school. Is it right? So that's why. Whom do you send? You sent your father, you sent your mother, you sent your brother, you sent your sister to ask the school to get information about the things that you wanted. Like that, 26 countries send their representative on 1st January 1942 to discuss about or to say about or to decide about how the United Nations should function. So 26 countries representative sat on January 1st, 1942. Is it right? So after that there was a declaration. So in that declaration they used the word United Nations. United means what? So holding everything or holding all the countries of the world, so in a single umbrella. Single umbrella means united. United means so together. So there is no fighting. That's why they gave United Nations. So nations means countries is also called as what? Nations. To keep all the countries in a united manner or in a together manner. So this is the organization like a web. So everything is connected. So that's why United Nations is the name given. So after that, 26th June 1945. That means after the 3 years of our first meet, so 50 countries signed. So signed means, so whatever they are doing, there is an agreement. There is an agreement papers. So for agreement, so these 50 countries signed. So where they have signed? They signed in San Francisco. Where they signed? They signed in San Francisco. San Francisco is the city in United Nations of America. USA, United States of America. So there they have signed. So the Poland became the 51st country. 51st means 51st country to sign for the United Nations agreement. So by signing or by accepting the terms and regulations and conditions of the United Nations, So these 51 countries became the members of United Nations. So if you became member once, so that will be continue for the your lifetime. Lifetime means permanently. And the next thing is 24th October 1945. 24th October 1945 officially came into existence. Officially came into existence means so June they sat and 51 countries signed. So they accepted. So that how okay. So we are going to do like this. So if there is any fight between our neighbor country, yeah. So both of will come to you and we will confess in front of you, or we will request you, or we will report to you. So after that you take a decisions which is favorable to both of us. So like that they made an agreement and they signed it. So in the 24th October, June, July, August, October, September, October, is it? After the 4 months, what happened? So 24th October 1945, officially they declared that there is a world organization. Its name is United Nations going to function. So because of that, so every year 24th of October is celebrated as a United Nations Foundation Day. Foundation Day. So in India also, for example, 26th is celebrated as a Republic Day. Why? Because on 26th January 1950, the India accepted the Constitution. That's why. So August 15th is celebrated as a Independence Day. Why? Because on August 15th, 1947, India got independence from the British. That's why we celebrate those two dates. So every year to remember that how that Indians fought against the British and how they got freedom. So like that, how that United Nations have found and how it is functioning to make that day memorable. So what? 24th of October every year the World Organization called United Nations celebrates United Nations Foundation Day. So which is the Foundation Day of United Nations means you have to say that October 24th. So why October 24th is celebrated as a United Nations Foundation Day? Because on October 24th the United Nations came into existence officially. So because of that, so they are calling or they are celebrating 24th October as a United Nations Foundation Day. So even India is a member to the United Nations of organizations. In the next class we are going to learn about what is its objectives, so which are the office and which are the main things that United Nations of organization do for the world. So if you have any doubt you can ask me through the WhatsApp messages. And also one more request to you all that, so in one of my video I told you that so there is assignment given by CBSE, so that you have to visit one historical place. So until now nobody have asked me how to do and what to do. So please visit one historical place. So there you take a photo of yours and write the information about that historical place and paste that photo in a Xerox sheet, means in a A4 sheet. After that you write the information in that sheet and make it a pin and submit it to the school. Okay, fine. Thank you.